We believe. Okay. So, our first question today, which Mummer Atheist is especially looking forward to. If you could merge two different animals to create the ultimate animal, which two animals would it be, and what would it produce?
Yeah.
Would you not go for like a perfect pet of a cat and a dog?
Cats, stop. Fuck the cat. No. We already did this last time. Assholes.
You can have a dog and a horse. Although that's probably something like a Pyrenees mountain dog already.
What is it more perfect than a dog, though? Why fuck
Dog and
with
a horse already exist.
They're perfect companions.
Exactly.
Or maybe they could do with a horn.
You're trying to make a unicorn there, are you?
I was actually trying to think of it like maybe a narwhal on a horse, and then you'd have a fucking unicorn.
Yeah.
A semi-aquatic unicorn.
Well,
You'd be-
given what we learned about narwhal horns the other day, it might be.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, shit. I got nothing.
Dear. Mix two animals together.
Right.
A dragon
actually,
and a unicorn. Yeah.
Actually, a cat with a dog isn't a bad idea, but what I'd like to do is basically keep it a dog, but give it the hygiene habits of a cat.
Would it not get the arrogance with it?
Well, it might, but I doubt it.
You don't screw with what is already perfect. You understand that God made dogs perfect, right?
If he made anything at all, that's what he did. That's the one good thing.
The one good thing.
Uh-huh.
That and bacon.
Right. Math Pig wants a man bear pig. I don't think he's appreciated. That's 3 animals.
See, if you had said 3, I could have done it maybe.
Go on, what would you do for 3?
Fuck you. Maybe.
She did say maybe.
Anyway, I'm done.
You're done. Morton reckons a dragon and a unicorn. I've seen dragons with horns. What would a dragon with a unicorn be that's not just a dragon?
And how is that fair? You said animals, you didn't say like mystical animals.
Yeah.
It didn't exist.
Mythical animals are still animals.
Mythical. No, that doesn't count.
Right, Morton, you're disqualified. Right, Math Pig says a dog and a giraffe. I can't see anything good coming from that. A dog that won't go through your door.
Yeah. Or a giraffe that cocks its leg everywhere.
It marks its territory by pissing on the top of the tree.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't work.
Hey, it's raining. Oh no, it's just the giraffe.
They have they have very long legs too.
Not as long, not like treetop long.
Depends on the tree. I like that.
Every goddamn thing I say.
You ever watch the dog cock its leg? They kind of pee up first.
Have you seen a bear do it up a tree? Upside down.
I can't think of 2 animals that I would want together.
Apparently pigs are proof of God. What miracle that an animal that can eat trash produces pork, ham and bacon. Can't disagree. A rhino and a crocodile. A rhinodile. And it sounds like something to really piss people off that go down by the river. Or scare the crap out of them. One way or another. Right. We shall take them.
You know, in a piranha?
A what?
mosquito and a piranha.
Oh.
So a flying piranha is what you're after there.
A flying piranha.
Or a piranha the size of a mosquito, which would be even more horrifying.
Wouldn't that give us grey goo? That's basically nano.
Trying to make a good animal here, Jen. Jeez.
I know, the perfect animal we're
Oh,
trying to
not
make.
a cassowary and a tiger. Nothing. Oh, that'd be a violent bastard.
I was just thinking. No, I was going to be sentimental, and I won't be.
Oh, I got it.
Go on.
I got it. A bear and a honey badger as a form of protection.
You see, I think you'd need 3 for that.
Oh,
I think you'd need a bear, a honey badger, and a dog, so it doesn't
Yeah.
fucking eat you.
Yeah.
Okay for the dog.
Yeah, Tasmanian devil and a honey badger.
Not big enough though.
I don't actually know what a Tasmanian devil looks like. In my head, it looks like it's got 2 legs and it's kind of wedge-shaped with arms and a head.
Not him.
They're closer to looking like a cat.
Why are the cartoons drawn like that?
I don't know, because they didn't know what they looked like. They just decided. I mean, fuck, rabbits don't look like Bugs Bunny.
They do.
No.
Yeah.
They have the ears.
Yeah, they have ears
And
a
feet.
tail.
Well, a Tasmanian devil has eyes and hands. Paws rather.
Exactly. Right.
Doesn't make them the same, Dave.
It does. Right. Question 25. Would you be willing to have horrific nightmares every night for a year for $50 million?
I mean, is it
Yeah.
like a continual amount of $50,000 or just a one-time payment of $50,000?
That's 50 million. And it's a one-time
Yeah,
payment.
50 million.
It's a one-time payment at the end of the year. If you're still sane.
Yeah, that would be the problem, wouldn't it? Because the lack of sleep that would give you would.
But you're having nightmares, so you are sleeping.
Yep.
You just
Yeah, but they'll wake you up and you'll end up with no sleep.
you forget your dreams anyway. It's like you remember what, like maybe 10% of your dreams, if that.
It's generally the bad ones you remember because they wake you up. Oh,
I don't care. I take the money.
You take the money.
yeah, I'd take the money, but I would definitely take the money. But
You're gonna whinge about it first.
yeah, I'm a whinge about it first.
And expect everyone to listen the next day when you're bitching about them.
Yep.
Hey, you know how I work, Amanda. Didn't I have a good solid whinge about coronavirus, even though there's a good 95% chance I do not have it?
You're just a super carrier.
Yeah.
Would you take the money?
That's fine.
Would you take the money, Linda?
Morning. Morning, guys.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Ethan.
I'm testing my camera. How is everything? No echoes, no nothing?
No, it sounds
I
alright.
don't see anything in
Oh, all
StreamYard
right,
as far
all
as
right.
the camera goes.
I'm live. All right, my equipment works.
Yay!
Right, the question we have right now is: would you be willing to have horrific nightmares every night for a year for $50 million?
Yes.
That was easy.
It took longer than I thought it would.
You had to think about it.
Moving on.
Catnip,
I'd probably do it.
you would. That's quite good. So we all favour the money over our mental health.
Yes.
Mine's
We're
already a track.
already mentally sick.
Hey, you can get a fuck ton of therapy for $50 million.
So the question would be is how low would you go? I mean, I'm assuming you wouldn't do it for $100.
Oh no.
Oh.
50 million's probably bottom of the barrel for me.
So you wouldn't do it for $1 million.
The 50 million is a million a day. A million a week, nearly. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like you say. Jen, you're back.
Tell me that. I'd like $1 million a day. Yeah, I only just woke up.
So did I.
Agreed.
Greed. Right. Next dumb question. Thought this one was a bit open-ended. That's the. If you went to prison, it was for something that was probably evil.
Well, you could go to prison for DUI.
Well, DUI is quite bad. It's not good.
Not evil.
It might be if you killed somebody when you were doing it.
I got mine. Forming a gang, a girls' gang that does musicals and contract kills.
In a prison.
And contract kills.
I want to put that.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead. I was done.
I was going to join a gang too.
You could join a gang. But what would you do? What would your gang do?
Ooh. We'd be the cool gang.
You'd be the cool gang. So you'd spend your time on your looks.
Gotta comb my hair, man.
All day, every day. Just combing until there's one left. Jen?
Okay. I'd assume I'd be allowed lots of toys.
What sort of toys are you imagining here?
Oh, I'm imagining all sorts of toys. If they'd let me have a computer system, something that vibrates, and access to the internet, I'm right. I could spend.
You sound like you're about to build a new chatterbait.
Yeah, I could make a living whilst I'm in there.
Works. Linda?
Yeah, join a gang.
Join my gang.
Or do like I do now, nothing.
I mean, in all honesty, if I had time like that, I would just read everything I could.
Yeah, I think that's the route I'd go. If that's, but the point is, you're right. The problem, Jen is right. The problem you've got is what have you got access to?
Yeah.
You ain't got access to shit if you're doing time
We
in
got
America.
combs. We got combs.
Yeah.
It depends on the prison.
Like the rest of the world, we have. It's pretty shitty. Yeah.
I mean, you say you would read. If the library's only got 10 books, it's not going to take very long.
I don't know.
I mean, that wouldn't be a problem for me. I'd forget each one as I went, so 10 books could keep me going for a long time. I'd hope they were good.
Generally speaking, they'll let you have certain types of electrical goods and stuff like that. Depends how high a level prison you're in.
Do they let you have batteries?
Good question. I don't know. Never been in prison.
No.
Funny that.
Right. We shall skip to 27. Right. You can make one of your body parts detachable without any negative repercussions. Which body part would you choose and why?
That is such a question. What part
Is
of
the
me would I
detached
want to
body
be
part able to move around on its own?
No. That would be good though, because then it would definitely be the hand.
No, I was actually thinking in my head, because if I could have a floating head, I could go up and see shit. With my body.
Honestly, fuck. I just it would be my boobs so I could sleep. It's a pain in the ass.
You can only have one. Your left or your right?
So you can't. Oh fuck! Well, then get out. That's not really fair.
That's,
Well, hey, that works for detaching your head, doesn't it? Because you can detach your head, sit it on the pillow, and it can sleep and not get disturbed by anything. Your body can just lie wherever.
you see, I thought about that. That would work. See,
Are you even answering any of these questions, Dave?
I answer lots of these questions.
You say so. Then what
Okay,
would
what would your detachable body part be?
I'm not saying.
Wasn't there a song in the 90s called Detachable Penis?
There was a song in the 90s called Detachable Penis.
It was.
It was kind of an awesome song, actually.
He kept losing it.
Yeah, that's right. You did.
You'd definitely be able to go fuck. You'd definitely be able to go fuck yourself if you had one of them.
Exactly.
But I don't have one of those. Regardless of what I told what's his face yesterday. So
I think there would be logistical problems with the blood supply of it being useful to fuck yourself with.
Except that you said there will be no negative repercussions.
Yes,
Yeah,
of it being
exactly.
detached. That doesn't mean it functions when it's off.
yeah, but you
Why not? You'd have to if
You're
you're
gonna
going
make
to
me try this because I don't want to. Nope, I'm out.
What was the question? I missed it. I'm sorry.
You can make one of your body parts detachable without any negative repercussions. What body part would it be and why?
Repercussions.
I don't know. I can't imagine a part of me that I would want unattached from myself.
Well, I quite like the head idea. I've got to say.
Yeah,
But I mean, if
The
it's
The
not,
head would definitely be a plus. I would love.
You could also
to-
freak people the fuck out with your head. Hey,
You'd be a magician. I was going to say you'd be a magician. You got a career for life.
There you go. Yeah, man, you get a part in any movie.
Yeah.
Too bad Day's not here because there was actually an Angel episode where this was very relevant. So, yeah.
Well, lots of Buffy and Angel episodes where things were cut up and came back together.
But there was that one episode of Angel with the doctor that would like detach his eyeballs to go stalk that girl.
Yeah.
Shit. So, anyway.
So your eye. You're right. If your eye. Oh, you're right. I mean, your eye would be wonderful if you could still receive a signal from it.
I did think about being a
Yeah.
guy because I'm a guy. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
If you detached your hand, you could get into places you normally couldn't to like feel shit, I guess.
No,
and if
you
you
have
ain't
to
move
go
around,
window.
you could always say, "Lend a hand, thing."
But you'd still have to throw your hand through a window to open such said window or door.
What if it could walk like Thing?
But it's still gotta. How is it gonna go under a crawl space? Like it doesn't fit underneath the door.
I didn't say every space
Yeah, but it'd go through a letterbox.
that you can't fit into as a bot.
How is it gonna open something small?
It
It
goes-
needs a key. Like,
No, it goes through a letterbox and open do you call them a latch or a Yale lock here?
I guess.
I mean, I know plenty of people that got their hands stuck in letterboxes, so they definitely go through. They definitely go in. It's pulling them out that's the problem. Linda?
You got problems with pulling out there, Dave.
Always.
Shouldn't use that method.
I just have to go for a second.
Okay, no problem. Right, we shall skip to the next question, which is ever so slightly more abstract. And I can't remember who to
Really?
blame for this. Just a little bit.
Come on, do it anyway.
What colour is Monday?
Sorry?
What colour is Monday?
Gray. It was gray as fuck.
Yeah, I reckon it's grey. I'm with Amanda.
well, I mean,
Monday.
this Monday is
I
particularly
love
good.
Mondays. So Mondays, I like gray weather, but I love Mondays. So
So what?
colors.
Yeah.
I like gray weather too, but I'm saying in terms of like emotional or whatever, it just fuck Mondays. So
I'll say white. I love Mondays.
Green. See, I was thinking of putrid green. And Kevin thinks green.
You need someone with synesthesia because they could tell you exactly what color it is.
Yeah, but it's only to them that colour.
I do.
You do.
Jen.
You do?
Yeah.
So Monday is grey?
I do with numbers though, not.
What?
Oh, that's
What's
awesome.
2?
2 is blue.
So Monday is the blue day of the week.
1 is orange. I could just fucking. I don't think I've
So
ever.
the colour of Monday for you depends what day of the month it is.
That's the date.
I mean, I guess if you put thought into it, yeah.
Oh, and I went green. And there's
No,
no...
I'm going with Amanda. Her synesthesia wins. It's teal.
Yeah.
You're just persuading everyone on the panel. That's terrible. Right.
Oh, my coffee's too strong.
No such.
I have some, please.
Victor, the next horrible question.
No, I made it this way. Mud.
Are you out of coffee still, Amanda?
Out of
What?
coffee.
Are you still out of coffee?
No, I have coffee. It just sucks because they didn't have the coffee I usually get.
It's
So-
okay.
So which means it's out of coffee. You have
Yeah,
it, but it's bad.
Pretty much it's about coffee.
Which,
I
which,
because I have to, but it's just
which
not
coffee do you normally get?
5 o'clock. It's called 5 o'clock.
Ah, okay.
It's
The only American one I've ever had is Folgers.
Is American coffee
what I have
different?
right now instead of like the normal stuff?
Do Americans not know how to make coffee either? Is
No.
what
We do not know how to make coffee. I can tell
No,
you
they
that
do not.
right fucking now.
It's safe to assume that Americans don't know how to make anything other than
No.
a hard time.
Except hamburgers. We can make hamburgers. I think. Yeah,
French fries.
pretty good hamburgers actually.
They know how to make an orange head Muppet president.
Yeah.
Oh, please, I like Muppets.
Yeah,
Don't insult the Muppets, man.
Right. 29. Do you believe there is such a thing as destiny? And why?
no. It's idiotic.
Why not?
Entropy. That is it.
If the universe is deterministic, does that not mean there's destiny?
Yeah, see, that's the
That's-
difficult
There is no
question you've got there,
determinism.
Dave. If the universe is deterministic, then yes. Then yes, basically there is destiny. Basically, we have no say in our
I
lives.
think
But
everybody makes their own destiny. So I don't.
yeah, I'm not so sure that the universe is deterministic.
It is not.
That's reliant on a lot of assumptions within science and
See, I'm coming down the other way. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
convinced, but I'm going down the deterministic route.
Why?
Why? Because physical processes beget physical processes.
Yeah, but there's a lot of proof it's not.
Is there?
Yeah, so basically it just comes down to you realizing that you are not in control of your reflexes. There
No.
are certain things that are just not necessary for you to exist.
Yeah.
So what's there to determine what is and what isn't if all you're doing is just responding?
This is the point. That's determinism.
No, you're just going along. Everybody goes along. You
Yes.
know what's going to happen. You can't determine when you're going to sneeze, are you? You think you breathe, but you're just responding to your reflex of breathing.
Yeah, but this
you're talking about free will. That's different to
No.
determinism.
I'm talking about actual actions that people partake in and how they participate in those actions in the world they live in.
you basically have. Okay, this is the problem, right? Because it goes back. If you go back to the free will, and that comes back down to it is ultimately determined, or can ultimately be determined by determinism. No decision you ever make is made then. It's made by every input you have ever had. Every little thing that will influence that decision. That decision is made. Yeah, I could. If we knew every detail, we could tell you a decision that you're going to make in years to come.
Destiny.
Right? Well, the point is I don't. Well, this is where the issue comes down to. I don't think there is a concept of destiny. But I am coming down on that everything is probably predetermined.
Yeah, see, I don't know about that because there is too many fluctuations at the quantum level that brings in randomness into the universe. So, given that, I don't think you could extrapolate exactly what the future is going to be by a set of constants from now.
I agree with where our understanding is now. That
you're going to assume that the Heisenberg uncertainty principle is going to be solved?
Right.
no, I'm assuming.
You kind of have to make the universe deterministic.
Yes, but I'm going to assume I'm working under an assumption that it is. We might not be able to solve it, but the universe does.
Oh, that's a stretch.
It is, but my point is I think the particle. Oh, do I? I promise I don't know what I think at this. I waver backwards and backwards and forwards based on the nature of reality.
Hold on, let's get into the particle scenario. Let's explore like the two-slit experiment. At the end of the day, there is that experiment alone shows us there's no determinism.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't. It shows us that we can't determine it at the moment.
Yeah.
It doesn't show us.
We don't perceive it until we see it.
Yes, but that doesn't say that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. We still haven't ruled out all the.
No, that's not the argument.
There are solutions to the T double slit experiment that don't result in those solutions anyway. If you're using oh god,
well, I brought it up.
Particles riding within waves.
Well, pilot wave theory.
Pilot wave, thank you. If you're using pilot wave theory, then there is no separation. There is no particle duality anymore. And
the particle always exists and is always in a fixed place.
What I get from that experiment is not so much what the actual experiment shows, but a translation of how things interact, how things are, the way we think, the way we interact. Everything is undetermined. I mean, we might figure it out.
No, we don't know it's undetermined. That's my point.
We could figure it out.
No. The problem we've got is we are trying to black box the universe. I don't even know if that's a meaningful term to anyone else. The particle, there is every possibility that the particle always has a fixed position, but we can't determine it, and we have to use probabilistic methods to determine it.
Yes, that is true. Having said that, though, there is still enough random fluctuation within quantum mechanics, even without the particle duality, that it's most likely the universe isn't deterministic.
But again, we don't know how that is produced.
Amanda wants to talk.
Go on.
She's the smartest person about this here.
Let it pick.
No, it's cool. Agree with John.
No, you tell us, Amanda, because you are the most educated here.
Right, you're the most qualified.
Thanks for putting me on the spot, assholes.
This is far above my pay grade, and I'm not getting paid.
Right, we will go with. None of us probably think there is destiny.
Yeah.
I will go to the next question.
Yeah.
I actually thought that one would be a really quick answer.
I am so sorry for taking it down quantum mechanics.
No, that's perfect.
No worries, man.
Right, question 30. You've been banned from your local library. Why?
Oh, that one. Oh, you know why.
I don't know anyways. What's wrong?
I tried to return some porn magazine.
And they were sticky.
There's only one or two reasons why I got banned from the library. One, I was too loud, or one, I tried to have sex somewhere in it. Two.
Or both the same.
I would say that were both the same reason.
I mean, I can give you a story. No, I'm kidding.
What's the story?
Not a lot, actually.
No, go on.
I've never had sex in a library.
Have you not?
Just for a record, I've had sex in lots of odd places, but never in a library.
Yeah.
I know you've told me a million times about all the weird, like around your house and shit.
Libraries are fun because you've got to be really quiet.
My car beside a busy freeway.
What the fuck is a bonnet? Other than the thing
The
Hood.
the hood?
Roof?
the cover over the engine is the bonnet.
No.
The hood. Again, you have to forgive us, dumb Americans. You don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
They knew what I meant.
Did you
Yeah,
guys?
the
I think it's my question.
We still don't
The
understand
hood
why
of
you
the
call
car is the bonnet.
why you call it a hood.
Okay. Sorry?
We still don't understand why they call it a hood.
Yeah, well, it's a bastardization of bonnet, isn't it?
It covers something. Like this is a hood.
Right.
It covers my head.
And why do you call the boot a trunk?
Why do you call it a
You
boot?
know? Why do you? Yeah, exactly. Why do you call it a boot?
It's not the foot of the car. The feet of the
You,
car
you
are their
turned
tires.
Canadian there for a second, Amanda.
All right, let's go with the really, 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 really fucking annoying question. Why do you call it gas? It's a fucking liquid.
I don't know.
But it's a liquid.
Yeah, that
We're not-
that always
not
always
that
bugged
it
the shit out of me. To be honest with you.
And it comes from petroleum,
Yeah, not gasoline.
so petrol makes more sense.
It does. I'm not defending it.
Justifying it. Oh, we didn't get all the answers. Easism, why are you
No.
banned from the library?
You
Ready?
know,
What?
Because I try to return.
Oh, he
all
did.
movie magazines.
You're right. My bad.
Yeah, get to it.
Sticky magazines. Catnip.
I don't know. I don't go to the library as it is, so I don't know what I could do that would get me banned. Other than maybe, like, I don't know, set it ablaze.
I imagine it would burn quite well.
there's plenty of burnable material.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, lots of Kinder. Fine.
Right. Question 31. Bing. Which is a stupid. Even that's a horrible one. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning, and why?
How long was it between when you messaged me and when I showed up?
Depends what day it is.
Oh, about 7 minutes.
Great. Well, that's exactly how long it takes me to get dressed.
That depends where I'm going.
Yeah. Am I actually leaving the house? Because I work from home. So.
Well, assuming you're not
Yeah,
leaving the house.
Anything from 5 minutes to 20 minutes, depending on what I have to do. Or longer if I decide I need a shower. Because I love my shower.
Agreed. But I usually shower at night. That way I can take as long as I want and nobody's waiting on me. But, it depends. If I'm going somewhere where people are going to see me, whether on stream or out anywhere, 7 minutes. If I'm not going anywhere, I just stay in my pajamas. There's no need
Yeah, I
to
do
put on.
that too.
Yeah, I think
There's
I
no
think
need to put on real clothes and a bra to be doing anything else.
I think
I
that
have to put on a bra. It's uncomfortable about it, but no,
Well,
I still
yeah.
have summer bottoms.
I mean, I was in StreamYards with Dave earlier, and I was still in my PJs.
Majority of the time, it's like,
It was not live.
it looked live.
You guys like us to leave? Leave the room?
I've forgotten what I was going to say now.
Sorry.
That's okay.
no, we got the host off luster. Don't know.
Oh, I know what I was going to say is what I think an awful lot of people are spending an awful lot more time in pajamas at the moment.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm wearing full clothes, even wearing pants.
Would you be if you weren't coming on stream?
No.
Why?
'Cause
Why would you?
Put on real clothes if I'm not doing anything or going anywhere. I stayed in my pajamas all day yesterday and the day before that. I took a shower and put on fresh pajamas, but
Sorry, I misunderstood it backwards. I thought you got dressed for this.
oh, I did.
I've got tracksuit pants on at the moment because I'm slack. But
I mean, I have jeans on just because they're my standard go-to pants.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I
they
used to
normally
wear
would
that.
be for me too, but I couldn't be bothered.
Jeez, it's such a bother now.
Well, it's like I had jeans beside the bed, and I was like, I could go try to find pajamas and take longer, or I could just put these on. So I just put my jeans on. Whatever's closest is what I'm wearing.
See, I'd never get dressed then.
Mm.
I mean, the most annoying thing for me at the moment is I've only got one green sweater and 2 green t-shirts, and I keep losing them.
How do you lose them?
Because I always take them off as soon as I've done with the computer, which normally just means they're not with my normal clothes. So as soon as I'm done on stream, I'll throw my sweater somewhere.
How about stop doing that?
Well, then I'd have to put it somewhere intelligent.
Hang it on the
You'll have
back of
to-
your chair.
Surely with summer coming, you're gonna have to find something other than a sweater.
Well, I've got 2 t-shirts. 1 sweater,
You got
2
two
t-shirts. What's really weird is I already had these before I started streaming. It was just fluke. It was my mother's favourite colour, and I bought them just before she died, because I was going in every day and stuff that was her favourite colour.
That's so sweet and very sad.
I know. It's going to sound really bad. I'm actually kind of glad she died last year now. Because she was very immunocompromised, and she probably would have died now otherwise if she catches
In
it.
pain and yeah.
Yeah. She's joining in.
Yeah.
Linda!
So what was the
I was going to say, we could ask Linda. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning, and why? We've pretty much established that none of these people wear clothes, so...
Not long.
Not long.
Like 5 minutes or something. Like Kat said, why wear clothes when you're just gonna stay at home?
No, this is it.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't leave my house, and that's just to go grocery shopping like once a week.
which you're not allowed to do at the moment, so
Exactly. So
You
there's
haven't
really
gotten to that point yet where you just don't give a fuck and wear pajamas to the grocery store, because I did when I had my kids.
All the time.
never been to
I
that
have no
point.
shame.
I was so pleased.
You know that, Sal, so.
I was so pleased when they opened 24-hour shopping.
So you could go shopping in the middle of the night?
Yes.
Okay.
Empty supermarket in my slippers.
Not in my slippers. I've never gone that far, but I have gone at like obnoxiously weird hours of
Yeah.
the night. And just
Well, it's
out
empty!
on the floor in my pajamas.
I've gone shopping in slippers before.
Math Pig reckons it takes him.
Cold.
Math Pig reckons it takes him 5 minutes to brush his bald head.
Dang. What kind of comb? Hey, Matthew, what kind of comb do you use?
I think he might just buff it.
He was talking about his beard, though.
He does.
Yeah.
He's got an excellent beard. Right. Okay. Question 32. Do mermaids give birth to live children, or do they lay eggs?
Probably eggs.
I'm gonna go with live.
I'm going to go with live because there are some fish that give birth live.
Right.
I mean, they're closest to kind of like seahorses, so the mermaids probably don't,
But where do they get birth from?
and they probably do.
How do they get pregnant?
Yeah, exactly. Not you.
Well, you see, when a merm and a mer lady love each other very, very much.
Oh, genitalia.
How do you know they have no genitalia?
Where would it be? Exactly. So,
Use your imagination.
Yes, use your imagination.
I fucking know.
But even if they didn't, but even if they laid eggs, where would the eggs come from?
Oh,
Space.
Oh my god, we're talking about face huggers now, aren't we?
okay. Are they born in litters or schools? Are they born in schools or are they born like individual fish?
Oh, I don't know.
Ah.
There we go. Richard says.
Yeah, it's right, Richard.
Richard's mermaid lay eggs, but like a platypus, the eggs hatch out and nurse the lactating female.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm not big on the egg thing with mermaids. I don't see them laying eggs. They don't look like an egg-laying species.
Somebody had to say it in the stream. Well, not say it, but put it in the text.
2 or 4? What?
Kalaka. Are we gonna get onto ducks next, are we?
No ducks.
No,
No ducks in here.
God's sake.
Okay. No ducks. I don't have a duck question. 34.
Why no ducks? What have the ducks done this?
No! Don't ask that.
Terrible.
no.
You know, duck is quite good.
It is actually.
Ducks misbehave. Ooh.
Everything
Oh.
misbehaves.
What happened?
Where did you go? Why did you leave us? Welcome back.
It popped out and in.
I was
Right.
so concerned.
Question 34. What was the first person to milk a cow?
What was it like approaching the first cow you're gonna milk? Like the first cow milked? What must have been like to like should we go like squeeze his tits?
Kevin's telling me off for mispronouncing the word I'm not going to say again because I will screw it up.
Go on.
The duck thing.
The duck thing.
I think the correct pronunciation is cloaca.
Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you.
Chloe.
Is it?
I believe so.
You believe so.
But also American, so what do I know? I have no idea.
But it is cloaca.
I've done something terrible and missed a question. It's horrific.
Oh,
Yep, cloaca.
How did you miss the question, Dave? You have a list.
I do, and they're numbered, which is worse. Right.
Kevin's still complaining at us.
Cloaca.
It's okay, Kevin.
No, it's not.
Well, it would be A because there's no
Just the
R. There's no
word, Kevin.
A. So it's A, not R.
Right. If someone owns a piece of land, how deep does the ownership go? Do they own it all the way to the center of the earth?
No.
If somebody owns who, I'm typing what?
A piece of land.
Uh-huh.
How deep do the rights go?
Uh-huh. Well, technically it's 6 feet, isn't it? Up to the pipe?
I don't
I
know.
know
From a legal perspective, I don't know. I do know that you can sell the mineral rights to your land separately.
Yeah.
It depends.
Does it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause there are different types of land holdings that have different ranges of
Yeah.
coverage. So, like, if they found gold in your backyard in an urban environment, you don't have the rights to that.
That depends who owns the land. I mean, in the UK, an awful lot of the underlying land is owned by the Church of England.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, they own the mineral rights to a shitload of the country.
Not in America. I mean, if they find like natural gas under your property, that's yours.
Regardless of how deep?
That I don't know, but I mean, it doesn't go that deep anyway. So
I mean, it could be a
you
couple
know,
of...
I can't imagine like finding fucking gold in your
Now I
backyard.
want to know,
Pretty sure that would be yours anyway. That would be yours as well in America. Hey, something we might have actually done right. No big-
Here, I believe if it's your property and you dig, and no matter how deep you dig, and you find that it's yours.
I do know that going up works on a usability
Yeah. Yes.
you can have as much height as you want above your land, but you've got to be
No.
practically using it.
Not here. You have to pay for it. So
Do you?
here, if you want more than 2 stories in a particular area, you have to pay for it.
Do you?
Yes.
Where is here?
California,
Ah,
New York as well.
Are you paying? What are you paying for there? That blows my
Taxes,
mind.
basically, so they charge you more for doing so. So you got to get permits. You got to get
Yeah, but are you paying for the space?
Yes, you're literally paying for the space. So it's like somebody owns a property, right? And they want to add a story to their house. they have to pay for that. There's taxes, there's fees, there's a whole bunch of nonsense just to build an extra floor on your house, regardless of how much space you have above you.
Okay. For the UK and Australia, it's based off Crown land law. So you own your land to 15.24 meters below the surface.
Shit! I didn't know that.
And you own as far up as is considered a reasonable height for you to build.
Yeah.
So that's
not
given
set.
in such a way that planning associations can say, no, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
But once they've given you permission, that space is yours.
So if you have a purpose to have a 37-story house,
You own it all the way up, yes.
Yeah.
great.
And a bit
But
more.
you'd have to prove it.
Yeah.
Find a way to justify that, but
Right.
it's
Yeah.
nice to know that it's at least something that can be done.
You can have a flagpole if you want that's a mile high.
So long
Yeah,
as you
let's
can
beat the
justify
Burj
what you
Khalifa.
There's no way you could do a mile because that would go in airspace. So
That'd be interesting.
See, I want space above my property to the moon.
Doesn't Dubai touch some like part of the stratosphere or something? How tall is Dubai? The Dubai Tower? Isn't it like-
879 meters, I think it is.
Okay, yeah, it's excessively high.
Yes, it's not even a mile though.
No,
It's not even a kilometer.
yeah, it's not even close. Wasn't
It's still high enough that aircraft have to divert around it. But
That's what it was. That's what it was. Yes. So it's definitely above 2030.
Yeah. Oh. Clipboard's broken. Okay.
all right, what is he playing in the background?
Who? Oh, I've been wondering that.
Playing Doom Eternal.
Ah,
Oh,
I
okay.
knew it was something like that. The way it was moving was too,
Yeah.
yeah, it's too straight. It didn't move around. It wasn't circular enough.
To give you an idea, my child is holding one of these with a lid on it, like it's the best thing that she's ever seen.
A Wi-Fi extension tube.
Like, this is mine now. She knows it's where the snacks are. She's trying to get the lid off, but she can't quite get it.
Right. Why are there things called unsolved mysteries?
Because we haven't solved them yet.
Indeed.
Shouldn't they be unsolved before they can be a mystery? Isn't a mystery by definition unsolved?
Unsolved. Correct. It's a redundant statement.
It is.
That was quick. Okay, the last question for today. Right, 36. Would you prefer to have have paws or a tongue that is much too big for your mouth?
Would I rather have paws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Or
like my tongue comfortably fitting in my mouth.
yeah.
Otherwise, that's just problematic. I wouldn't be able to talk.
And if you ended up with paws, I mean, you'd certainly be able to find some furry who'd date you, so...
Exactly.
but you wouldn't be able to hold a pen or type. You could only have 2 keys on your keyboard.
Listen,
You
that
keep-
sounds like
Hey,
Hey, I do just fine with my tiny little finger. Like you figure
Hey,
it out.
all I have to do is ask Google to do things for me. I don't have to be able to do them myself. Just automate my house to do things for me.
But you could do that now.
I already have. That's what I'm saying. So pause would not be a problem for me.
So everyone would
And I
pick
mean,
paws.
Are we talking about like giant, cartoonishly large paws, or are we talking about paws that would just be the size of my hand?
You're talking about paws that would be the size of your hand.
Okay, well then that's even more reasonable.
I mean, would you
I
like
mean, I wouldn't
cartoonish
have-
ones?
I wouldn't have the full range of motion from fingers, but I'd at least have like nails I could one key at a time peck at the
yeah,
keyboard.
it depends which type of animal's paws you ended up with, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Well, in my head, I'm thinking dogs.
Oh, I
Okay.
think for a bear.
Tiger.
Tiger. Just that
'Cause
sharp.
then you got the tiger, because then you got the retractable claws, and you can do someone some real damage.
I like that.
When you want to be nice, no claw. When you want to kill, all claw.
That's right,
The
tiger.
whole-
And you could still type because you could just put one claw out, and you could type one claw typing.
One claw per hand, per paw, and just type the way that I normally type. One key at a time.
Right, Lucy is now asking questions, apparently. So-
No, it's not your show. You're
was gonna
not
say-
allowed to ask questions.
What would you say to the dude that ate a bat? People eat
Why?
bats all the time.
How did it taste?
It's just a taste.
Yeah, it's like, why? Thank you very much, you asshole.
I mean, looking at it from any other perspective, there's like no meat on it. Like,
Oh, there are people that, I mean, I believe that soup is a delicacy. A bat soup is a delicacy.
If
yes, but
anyone has watched my videos, would know that
What?
fucking Sal, Jesus. That the Ebola outbreak came partially from exposure to bats. So I would say fuck you.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think they said like bats and dogs. Somebody's please come into the modern age of modern medicine. Good lord.
Yes.
And now that we've pissed off China,
But what if it was a wooden bat?
A what? A wooden what? If someone ate a baseball bat or a cricket bat.
Nah.
Oh, that sounds like a beautiful idea. People that were eating regular bats should be eating those kind of bats instead.
Who serves it to them? Yeah. Who serves it to them?
A professional baseball player.
I was thinking cricket bat
That is,
because it's nice and flat. So
I think that right that it needs to be a professional cricket player.
but no, you're right. Baseball bat would hurt more.
You reckon?
Yeah, they're more solid.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced it would make.
And remember, my whole thing of having the flat surface is great, but it spreads the damage over a larger area, whereas the baseball bat being curved means only a small section of the bat you're going to hit, so you'd actually impart more damage into a smaller space. So you would take teeth out.
Well, they don't need them. They're just going to be eating bat soup.
Yep.
You eat a bat, you end up eating bats.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very
That
simple.
is. That's what happens.
That's what happens. Right, I should wind it all up. I should say, thank you very much for coming and helping me solve some odd questions. Some interesting, some boring, some batty.
Oh, thank you, Dave. This is fun. I woke up at a good time.
You did. I'm pleased you came.
Yeah. Yeah, good timing.
Thank you very much, Linda, Amanda, Catnip, Jen, Sal. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye.